notice, I'm in a completely different setup. This is going to be, I think, cross my fingers, I hope it's going to be my permanent setup. If you follow me on Twitter, you know that I moved recently. I didn't move houses, I just moved bedrooms because I got a new roommate, and the roommate decided that she wanted the guest bedroom, so I moved back into the master bedroom. So I'm actually in my closet right now. So this is why I look so disheveled, because I've been moving all day, but I got a new vanity today too, so I was so excited and I really wanted to film a video. So I decided I was going to do a video on threading your eyebrows. When I did my eyebrow video earlier in my tat series, I had a couple of you guys ask me to do the threading your eyebrows video, so I'm going to show you how to do that. If you have a low tolerance for pain, don't necessarily recommend this. What I do recommend is going to get it done first to see how it is. If you think you can handle it or whatever, then try it on yourself, because actually doing it on yourself is slightly more painful in my opinion than getting it done by someone else. But if you would like to see how to do it, then keep watching. Alright, so first I'm going to show you this little thing. This is just where I keep my, like, all my tweezers and my thread that I use. You can use any thread you'd like. I use white thread because if you use dark thread, it's a little bit harder to see the hairs that come out. Also, if you do decide that you want to get your eyebrows threaded, I recommend that you let your eyebrows grow out a little bit. Like if you pluck them every day, don't pluck them for about a week. I know some of you are like, oh, that's not possible, but if you want to get them threaded, you really need to wait about a week in order to get them where they need to be threaded. So that's just a helpful hint. Okay, so right here is my ungroomed, unplucked eyebrows. So the first thing I do before I thread is I tweeze on top. I don't tweeze underneath because this is the stuff that I'm going to thread, but it's a little bit harder with the thread to get on top. So if there's anything that you need to pluck, like just stray hairs, or like on the outer corner right here, if there's anything you just need to pluck, that's what I go ahead and do. So the first thing you want to do is take a piece of thread about 12 to 14 inches, fold it in half, and then you want to take it and tie a little knot in the ends, like tie the ends together like I've done here. You want to make sure that where the knot is down here or where your two fingers are. Where the knot is, you want to take and wrap your fingers around 5 to 6 times. So then you've got this that you can maneuver back and forth. And that's the key to the threading part. So you're going to create 2 triangles like this. I have really small fingers, so I can actually fit 3 fingers in here, and I find that with 3 fingers I can have a little bit more control, because you're going to want like one side to be able to maneuver it like this. Alright, so I'm going to show you the method of how to do this before I actually show you how to do this. You're going to be using this motion to remove the hair. So what you want to do is create a big triangle on one side, place it up against your skin, and then you're going to lift your first finger in order to move it, to remove the hair. You want to remove the hair in the direction of the growth, so you want to pull the hair out going this way if you're on this eye, and going this way if you're on this eye. So if I'm going to be doing this eye, for example, I'm going to make my triangle big on this side, and then I'm going to begin and lift my first finger to pull the hair out. If that makes any sense, I really hope it does, but if not, I will show you how to do this. Now, if you've never done this, be prepared, because your eyes will get red, your eyes will probably water as well. So, showing you the technique that I showed you a minute ago. So you want to place your thread where you want the hair removed. So I want this hair right here gone. So I'm going to place it right here, and then quickly make my triangle move. If you don't do it quickly, it's pulling your hair out slow, and that's incredibly painful. So you don't want to do that. So I'm going to show you again. Laying it right up against where I want the hair gone and pulling. So now if you can see, the bulk of the hair is mostly gone. Now if there are like specific little tiny hairs that I want to get pulled out, I will go back with tweezers and pluck, but this just gets the longer hairs and gets them out quicker. This does take a lot of practice and a lot of time at first, so if you're new at this, don't like beat yourself up if you've never done it before and you're not doing so well. Give yourself a break. It's really tough. I'm still not perfect at it. I've only been doing it for about 3 or 4 months. This eye, for some reason, is a little bit worse. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you this eye too. Okay, so here's something like what they're going to look like when you're finished. As you can tell, like, they're pretty red and my skin's really dry up here. So now what I do is I just take a little bit of moisturizer. I use moisturizing lotion with acai berry in it. I don't know, I just really like the way it smells, plus it really is really moisturizing. So I usually put that on right after. And that's pretty much it, guys. I do recommend that if you can, if at all possible, do this like right after you get out of the shower, because your skin is moist and that moisture is going to help the hair remove, the moisture is going to help the hair be removed slightly less painfully. If you haven't just gotten out of the shower, then take a warm wet rag and kind of hold it on both of your eyes for a few minutes before you do this, so the pain won't be as great if you're not used to it. If you don't really have a problem, like I have a pretty high tolerance for pain. So if you have a high tolerance for pain and you don't really need to do that, then don't do that. It's not a big deal. This is just to help you guys out who may be really sensitive. You also want to make sure that you're not going to go somewhere like immediately after you do this, because they'll be red for several hours. So you want to make sure that you have time to like do something else before you leave the house. It's not a big deal. If you don't mind it, like if it doesn't bother you, that's not a big deal. You can go out like this, but it does help, like if you want to take a shower, then maybe do this and then like do your hair and makeup and all that kind of stuff to kind of give some time for the irritation to go away. It's probably a good idea. Okay, so one last thing. I keep forgetting this to say in my videos, and I'm going to say it in my video today if it's the last thing I do. I have Twitter now. I have Twitter, so make sure you follow me on Twitter so you can keep up with me and I can keep up with you, because it's a lot easier to talk with you guys one-on-one. It's easier for you to contact me on Twitter than like via YouTube, because YouTube you gotta do like so many steps, and with Twitter it's just kind of like right there in your face. So follow me on Twitter. I also have a Formspring account. If you're unfamiliar with Formspring, what it is a website, and I'll put the link in the sidebar, to a forum, and it's basically you go to my account and you can anonymously ask me any question you'd like. Doesn't have to be beauty related. It can be anything about anything, relationships, school, what I do in my spare time, anything random, funny, whatever, anything. And it's anonymous, so I never know who you are unless you just like tell me who you are. It's really fun to do. I do it. I have several girls that I go and ask random questions to, and it's really cool to get to see their answers. Other than that, I'll see you in my next video. See you guys soon. Bye.